sex with you. With
What?
You guys.
Wait, what?
Tracy is the best. Sorry.
Oh, he's back.
I just had to follow
You just had to follow me?
He looks creepy. Does he look at me?
Take your first right. Okay. Stay calm, turn right. I'm moving in now.
Welcome to Creepcaught. In this video, we'll be looking at 30 creepiest stalkers caught on camera. On October 30th, 2017, CCTV footage showed a woman being greeted by her dogs before being almost kidnapped by a man, wearing a cap and gloves. The woman wisely climbed into her car and drove away, and the man who attempted to grab her was holding something, but it was difficult to tell what it was due to the poor quality of the camera. The woman was cognizant of her surroundings and ended up getting the hell out of there. Elegado was in a bar when a strange man appeared and began singing, while grabbing and pulling her around.
Tracy is the best. Sorry. She's so sorry. She's the best.
The man grabbed and caressed her. The video ended quickly, but the man eventually walked away.
Appreciate me the sexy is.
Elegado hopes these jerks leave her alone. Rob D, an Australian streamer, spots a woman and a man walking together in Tokyo. The streamer approaches the woman and identifies himself as a friend of hers to get the stranger to leave.
Hi. Yeah.
you. Where from?
Australia.
Australia. Wow.
Yeah. Have a good night, man.
So, now is it fair?
Yes. Yeah.
When the man decides to leave, the girl is grateful for his gesture, which saved her life. This woman experienced a strange man following her around at a Target. She starts recording. The man isn't very subtle and follows her down aisle after aisle before the camera fades out. Even if it was only 1 or 2 aisles, anyone would feel afraid after a while. The CCTV camera captures a man walking down the stairs and peering through the window of an apartment, then running back and forth when he sees a man approaching. He may have assumed the girls were alone and fled when he saw the man approaching. The woman has been dealing with the man on the phone for a while and is tired of it. She calls him out for calling her at her workplace and he apologizes, but that is not enough.
I just have a hard time dealing with you saying, never mind. I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't care about your apology. You've already said sorry several times and you continue to do the same things. Leave me alone. If you don't leave me alone, I will contact the police and I will contact your job. Since you were calling me at my job, I will contact you at your job.
She threatens to call his job and the story changes.
Do not ever contact me at my job again, or my personal cell phone, or anything.
I don't. I mean, we didn't share anything though, bro. Like, come on.
Nothing that's worth anything to me. Like, leave me alone. I'm not sitting here having this conversation with you. Leave me alone, I will call the police. Bye.
She wanted to videotape this as a public service announcement for his actions. She has to deal with the man who is grappling with her response while making it clear that they are not on the same page. The woman observed that she was being followed. She was able to meet up with her brother-in-law, who abruptly shuts off the white Mercedes and chases the man away.
He's been following me since I left Winco like 30 minutes ago.
The woman's frenzied reaction is hardly unexpected, as many go missing for far less, meaning she could have become a human trafficking victim. Michael Reb attempted to kidnap an adolescent girl in San Fernando Valley, but she escaped and the man gave up. CCTV footage showed the suspect's gray BMW, and the teenage girl indicated she did not know the man. The uploader recorded a video of a terrifying man standing in front of his car on June 13, 2018, staring at him and making no sound. The uploader suspected the man was high and inquired if he needed money or assistance.
And he won't let me through. Look, let's say I want to try to go through. Look at that. You see that? You see that? He's not letting me through. His eye is all f***ed up. Holy shit. He looks like a f***ing... I don't know what. This shit has never happened to me in my life. This is so f***ing weird, bro. Yo, do you need money, bro? Do you need help? Are you okay? What's going on? He is on the scene responding to my call. I don't know what he's doing, but he's about to get tasered. He's about to get tasered. This guy is bugging out. I don't know what's going on. He's about to get tasered.
The video ends with cops arriving and arresting the man. The uploader handled the situation appropriately. Surveillance tape shows a woman entering an elevator with a young man on the phone. The video does not show the woman unlocking the door or the man pushing her inside, assaulting her, and demanding sexual activities. The woman managed to sneak into her bedroom and shut the door before calling for aid from her balcony. Police found and arrested the suspect. Justice was served in this situation. A creepy male is seen ringing the doorbell and asking a woman if she can see him in a brief video on January 8, 2021.
See me? Can you see me? Hey, missus.
There is no other video concerning this individual before or after this one, so it is unclear what happened next. An elderly homeless man approaches a streamer and initiates an unprompted discussion. The first man is fine at first, but a few other people join in.
Harv? Your name's Harv?
Harv.
Your name's Harv. Nice to meet you, Harv. My name's Brooke.
As the streamer tries to regain control of the conversation, the first man appears beside her and refuses to let her go. He then requests a print of her lips and questions her age.
Oh, he's back.
I just had to follow you.
You just had to follow me?
Yes.
Why?
Because I would love to have those lipstick.
You want my lipstick?
The man continues to pursue her, unwilling to let her go as she attempts to flee.
You're 18, right?
No, I'm 17. I'm sorry. You know you're not. He said he's coming with me. He is following me, guys. He said he's gonna tickle me.
Thankfully, she eventually finds her way to a public location where she feels safer. Helena Diane posted a video on April 8th of 2019 describing her stalker, a creepy man who owns a green pickup truck and has been watching her for 2 months. She explained that the creepy man doesn't seem to have any uniforms and just backs into a parking spot and stares into her place of work.
This is not the first day, but this is the first time I'm recording our stalker in his car.
Nobody else ever seemed to notice so much except for my manager, and we used to have the same hair color, we're the same height, almost the same build.
Helena knew a woman who works at a nearby Starbucks whose boyfriend is a police officer, and she had him run the man's plate, but he has no prior criminal record and isn't breaking any laws.
Stalkers back, part 709. Are you calling Carrie's boyfriend? Mm-hmm. We love the police.
Helena showed a few more Snapchat clips before ending the video. Jamie Coots was going home one day when she noticed a man wearing a hood and face mask following her. She took out her phone and began recording him, but he didn't seem to care. Jamie walked in circles for 45 minutes. Finally, Jamie went for a walk in a nearby park and approached a group of people, asking them to aid her and telling them what was going on. Jamie reported this to authorities and turned over the video because she didn't want anyone else to go through this ordeal. Heidi was enjoying her workout when she noticed a strange older man looking at her. Her husband joined her in the gym, but the man continued to stare. Heidi approached the man and told him to stop gazing at her and making her uncomfortable. The man said he was just looking around. Heidi told the man he was being recorded as she filmed her exercises, which silenced the jerk. Heidi is glad she stuck up for herself. Raw Truth 7 uploaded a video on January 10th, 2018, showing a case of gang stalking. The uploader walked by two men who gave an apparent hand signal, then passed by a man carrying some eggs, a woman who gave a signal to someone across the street, and a person he believed to be the leader.
They leave. If they get in their car, make noises or whatever. We just marked that guy right there, just marked right there.
It is not clear if it is a legitimate example of gang stalking or just paranoia. CCTV footage shows a 36-year-old male from Colorado peering into a 17-year-old girl's bedroom window. He is also a registered sex offender from New Jersey for 3 weeks. Noel Bracey, 29, reported hearing unusual noises outside and bought a camera 2 days after the peeping Tom was captured.
He's literally looking at a tiny little hole and peeping at me while I'm tweeting. He sees the camera light turning on, and so he immediately turns around and walks away.
A separate New Mexico homeowner watched CCTV footage of a creepy man by his 16-year-old daughter's window, but the stalker was a former cop with the local sheriff's department. Despite being caught in 4K, the suspected peeping Tom pleaded not guilty. A young girl in Korea is followed by a terrifying clown clad in a green robe.
He looks creepy. Does he look at me?
She attempts to escape, but the clown is left behind and she is able to get rid of him.
Because this strange guy, he's here, and it's not funny. Look. He look at me.
It started with strange dark hooded individuals, but now we have clown stalkers. The following video was uploaded to YouTube on July 26, 2016, by a user concerned about something happening outside of his home. It shows a white truck parked in front of the YouTuber's house and his ex-girlfriend, who appears to be stalking him. She can be seen throughout the video watching him as he stands inside his home, peering out the windows to see what she's up to. At one point, she appears aware that she is being filmed, and quickly reverses the truck and parks it further back, unaware that the man is still recording her.
Recording me like a little snitch ass bitch, and I'm gonna give you something to record that you can't use that documentation whatsoever, okay? I'm gonna put some blast and use the camera.
It is clear that the man is being hounded by his ex-girlfriend, who isn't going away. We pray that he finds serenity and that his ex leaves him alone. Jamie Coots was walking along TikTok when she noticed a creepy man following her. He stared into the camera and followed her for several blocks until she found safety in numbers at a nearby skate park. People started questioning him, which scared him. A mother and her child enter a home on February 22nd, 2022, when a man with a scorpion tattoo on his neck enters the frame. the man attempts to enter the house, knocks on the door, and begins looking around and texting. He then attempts to break down the door, but the video ends when he attempts to break down the door. The description mentions that they hope the woman is okay and that she has phoned the police. Daria Baronato, also known as Sonia DeVille, had a stalker, 24-year-old Philip Thomas, who left her scary notes in a video broadcast by Fox13News.com. Surveillance footage showed Sonia examining her sliding door after the alarm was triggered, and Thomas set the alarm off.
And it said, hey baby, look outside, I'm by your pool, and I'm gonna kill that that's inside of you.
Sonia was terrified for her own life, but Thomas was denied bond by the judge, meaning he will face trial. The woman wrote a description of a man who had been stalking her for over a year and left her with sweets, a knife, and a plate with the word "hi" printed on it.
What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Get out of my house! Get out of my house!
The suspect has not been apprehended, but perhaps he will be soon. Ariel Lee claims the man in the video followed her around the park for 40 minutes before circling her car. She opted to call the police, despite her phone's battery being only 5% charged, and soon after, the cops arrived and the man left. A man named Andrew released a video of a man in a hoodie standing outside his flat for hours looking at him. Andrew was terrified, so he dialed 911.
Hi, yeah, I'm there's this guy just like standing outside my window. And he's just like looking up at the window. He's been there for about 30 minutes now. And he's male, maybe about, I don't know, maybe about 30, I guess. I can't tell. Yeah. It's in Alley. My address is Street. Yeah. Yeah, and he's just, he's been there for like 30 minutes and I don't know what to do. Yeah, so if you head down Alley, right off of, you should be able to run right into him. I mean, he's basically right in the middle of the road. Yeah. Okay.
The audio was deleted because Andrew had to give the police personal information that he, for obvious reasons, didn't want the rest of the world to know. A Reddit user shared a creepy doorbell video of a huge, scary man riding up to someone's front door and saying, "I'm sorry, I glanced in one day."
I'm sorry. Looked in one day and saw you. Oh God, I can't stop.
He has a light on his head that can be used to peer through windows. The user hopes this person is just a random stranger with a wicked sense of humor, but the chances are high that this person is extremely twisted up and cannot be helped. Hopefully, the cops catch him before his compulsions worsen. This video was broadcast on October 18, 2019 by News TV. CCTV footage captures a man following a woman walking with some luggage. The description states that the woman was viciously attacked at the bus stop, but we don't get a good look at it. The the scariest part of the video is that there is no closure and no idea if the woman is okay. People in the comments are requesting an update and are also concerned about the woman's state. Seraph is filming her daily vlog video when she realizes a man is following her. She runs behind a fence and watches her friend chase after the stalker, but they vanish into thin air.
Is that him?
Yep, I got him. Just keep walking. Take your first right. Okay. Stay calm, turn right. I'm moving in now.
They are left wondering what to do next and hope the stalker is apprehended before anything worse happens. John meets a man who informs them that someone residing at this address is filming and photographing their home.
Yo.
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
Good. How's it going?
My name's Josh. I live over on the other side of the neighborhood. Someone who's living at this address keeps coming by my house and taking videos and pictures of our house.
The man acknowledges that he is the one performing the alleged behavior, which is audacious.
Yeah, that's my car.
Okay. Are you looking?
Yeah, it's been about 4 times in the last year and a half I've been around that way.
Right. Are you looking for someone? Can we help you?
Yeah, I was looking for my kids.
Okay.
It sounds like it comes from that way, but
Okay.
it's just unusual. But I don't mean any.
The man is polite and asks the man to stop taking photos and attempting to get into their carport. In this video, a woman is strolling the roads of Bangkok when a man starts following her from behind and commits a revolting act against her.
Walking fast. Oh my god. Ah! Stop it!
The woman shouted in fright and sobbed on the stream. How can people treat one another like this? I feel so awful for her. Car stalking in driveways sometimes, it's impossible to get away from a determined stalker, no matter how many times this person tried to shake. They saw the car parked outside, waiting or driving directly towards them. The driver looped around several times to ensure they were being followed, and he kept coming back. The driver arrives at their house and discovers the would-be stalker parked outside being caught. Before phoning the police and reporting the automobile and plate number, the person pursued the stalker to the motorway. While this violates stalking laws, there isn't much that can be done about it. Your only option is to remain vigilant and watch out for worst-case circumstances like this. You can hear the nervousness in the man's voice as he says, "I'm being followed. I'm pretty sure I'm being followed," in this video of a man walking in the rain who couldn't help but notice a strange woman following him.
I'm being followed. I'm pretty sure I'm being followed. I've been taking a rather circuitous route. See that woman back there?
He tried to play it off like he wasn't taking it seriously, but you can hear it in his voice.
I've been taking a rather circuitous route around, and she got interested in what I was up to when I turned on the camera.
Then he turns around and goes back in the same direction.
And unless it's a very curious coincidence, I think she's stalking me. I'm being stalked. Followed in Japan, but I deserve it. See ya.
This thinking occurred in Japan, but he claims that he deserves it. He then displays his umbrella and discovers holes in it.
Oh, give her something to look at. I'll show you my holy umbrella. There we go. I'll look at back of the. Oh, see my holy umbrella? There we go. Ah, camera's wet. Bye-bye.
He then bids everyone a fond farewell as his camera begins to become wet from the rain. When the streamer Sushi Potato encountered 3 male fans during this 2020 live stream, they politely asked her to take a picture with them.
Oh, you want to take a photo? Sure. Let me. Yeah, let's take a photo together. Sure.
At first, she can be seen having fun interacting with her fans, but later they ask her to take her hand off her chest because she is wearing a Loca top and wants to cover her body.
No, I'm not taking my hand off. No, I'm not taking my hand off. Hell no! Stop it! No! I am taking my hand on!
It turns out that the fans don't concur with her decision, and one of them requests her to take her hand off her chest. When the streamer declines to do so, the other man grabs her hand and forcefully tries to remove her hand from her chest. Although there are many more videos, this is not the first time Sushi Potato has suffered harassment while streaming. When she and her friend were shopping at Walmart, the young woman who took this video saw the man following them and snapping photos of her. The girls found him stalking her in the past in many other videos. Some younger girls getting stalked their entire lives younger than him, probably around 10 years old and younger. As you can see, this guy was running away from them when they chased him down and forced him to delete the photos and videos on his phone.
Okay, yeah, delete. Delete.
Delete.
Delete.
Delete that too.
Delete.
Delete. Keep going.
Jesus Christ, man. It's okay.
Keep going. Keep going.
Delete. Delete. Delete.
That's what you doing as a grown-ass man?
That's
Little
a
girls?
girl.
Everything is gone, okay?
They forced him to remove all videos and take pictures of each girl he had stalked. They even helped him realize he should be ashamed of himself for acting so cruelly at his age here.
You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
I am ashamed. I am ashamed.
You should
and I'm
be.
sorry, okay?
The way these ladies confronted this creepy stalker got him busted. Dustin, an Uber driver, is on his way to pick up a customer who is being stalked by a creepy dude. When the woman enters Dustin's vehicle, she is terrified and begins to scream in the back seat.
Sorry, ma'am.
Can you close it? What is your problem? Oh my God.
Hey, back off, man. Back off. Back off.
Dustin tries to console the woman by telling her that he is responsible for her safety and that he is not just here to offer a trip, but to make sure she's secure in the end.
I'm here not to just give you a ride, but to make sure that you're safe.
Dustin then drives the woman to a safe location away from the stalker. And for this woman, Dustin is a hero. Hold on to our final clip, which is the most scariest and creepiest one, and if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you never miss out on our creepiest videos. Sushi Potato deals with weird people in masses while out in public. This time, a man approaches her for sex unexpectedly, only for her to hastily break away and get herself somewhere else.
Sex with you.
What? Wait, what?
Nevertheless, he catches her as the man begins clutching at her, unwilling to let her leave. He clarifies that he was not looking for sex. He claims he was asking if she would have sex with someone else, but she is uneasy and wants to go.
Okay, we're going. Okay,
No,
don't
no.
touch me. All right, we're getting off. Oi, get off me. Oi, get off me, buddy.
He clutches her leg again, and she screams until he lets go. Fortunately, she escapes, but if she hadn't been so swift, she might not have been able to grope light in public. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.